Hey, everybody. It's Friday night. Welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing tonight? Let's see. We have Lisa Colovi. Hello, and thank you for all you do. You're awesome. Hey, Alicia Farm Fresh. Welcome. Hey, Doug and Carolyn and Daniel at Holman's Homestead. Hope you guys are doing well. Hey there, Spartman. Hope things are going well by you. Chilly there, huh? Yeah, it's kind of it's like in the 50s now, but I think we're going to be going down to like 38. Last night we had a frost, a light one, but we had to cover everything up. Hopefully it gets warmer. Hey, LG Homestead, hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Oh, no worries, Lori, no worries at all. Hey, Craig Tim. Craig, I hope you and Debbie are doing well. I wanted to let you know that second Sherman Street sign you gave me, we put on the mobile greenhouse. It looks awesome. The other one's on Sherman's barn. Morning, beautiful. Hello, Blue Self-Reliance. Hope you're doing well. You're wondering where spring went, Spartman? Yeah, I hear you. I'm not complaining at all. Not too bad, not too shabby. Hey, happy Friday, Sarah, Homesteading Hustle. Hey there, Gwen, Broke Cowgirl Homestead. Hello, Glenda, Grace and Fire. Hello, Lynn. Yeah, good chilly evening. I get it. Yeah, so it's been a good busy day, but a good day. I'm ready for the sack, I think. But we got some feed. We got some. Oh, good for you. You got some coffee. Good deal, Blue. Yeah, it's early for you. Okay, no worries, Lori. Can everybody else hear and see me? Okay. Just want to make sure because I know Lori at LG can't see a video. So I just want to double check, make sure everything is going good here. You guys can hear and see me. I'm not talking to myself. Okay, perfect. Oh, thank you, thank you. And thank you, Sarah. Yeah, that mobile greenhouse is the bomb. Just gotta get used to it because it's not as it's a little different than the other one and it's in a different place. So, oh, awesome, Lori. And thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. So we got the mobile greenhouse done and today we moved it into place and everything's planted. I did a quick video on that. So I'm hoping to just put that up. It's like 3 or 4 minutes long, but just to show you what we did now that we have it in place, it's a lot better. Yeah. Well, that trailer we actually got from bartering for firewood because we had just cut tons of firewood for the winter. We did it really early in the season. And that's what ended up happening was we had switched to pellets instead of the wood and we were going to give it to somebody. So, and Ryan gets full credit for it because it is not what I would have thought up. And he's just like, he goes, it just makes sense. It's out of the way and all that. And I love it. So we got it all planted up. I do have a question for you guys. So I had my seedlings hardened off and I put them, hey, Bar Run Forge, I put them in the new greenhouse. And when I put them in the new greenhouse, mind you, these are the best looking tomatoes I've ever grown in my life. When I put them in the greenhouse, it was the new one, and I forgot to open it one day, and it was hot. And so they've got some brown leafy curl on them. I don't think it's a blight. I think it's from it being way too hot. So just wanted to throw that out there. What do you guys think? So while I'm waiting, Sarah, we planted any heat and humidity loving plants go in the greenhouses because get we can't replicate that in the garden. So peppers, here's the problem. Peppers and tomatoes. And the problem is I have a ton of cucumbers that need to go in there, and there's no more room. I need another greenhouse ready. So we may have to just forego and see what happens. But first thought is sunburn. Yeah, I know. Exactly, Gwen. I have to leave it open, but I screwed up, and the one day they got like brown curl. I just want to know, are they going to survive from the heat? Because I don't think it's contagious. I think was too hot in there. They got that and everything like that. Now I'm in the rhythm. I have no problem. I have to open the windows and the doors every day on them. I've never had to run a fan in there. They actually thrive, but I do have to open to get ventilation. Plus I want pollinators to get in there and stuff like that. There are green leaves. Yep. Plenty of green leaves. Mm-hmm. So it's not all the leaves. It's just parts of the leaves and so on. And obviously when I planted them deep, I took off all the lower ones that were affected. Hey, Milk and Honey Heritage Homestead. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Shawcan Ranch, Veronica. So that's what it is. I'm wondering, I don't know if I have a picture. I hardened them off for a week, and they didn't even react to the hardening off at all. Didn't even, you know how sometimes, well, here the sun is really strong, but you know how they sometimes wilt if they go out in the sun, and they just seemed fine. They never did that. They were so strong and healthy throughout that whole thing. Out day, and then they were out at night for a couple nights, and then they went in the greenhouse for day and night. That meetup tonight, Saturday, might slow down people's lives, just saying. Oh, is there a meetup tonight? Oh, is that mid-America thing or something? Just heat stress. Hey, Matt, Grafted Branch. Yeah. Okay. That's what I think it is. Maybe lack of boron, calcium, something like that. It's not calcium. That I know. Boron is a good one. So I will look. Oh, yeah. I've got thermometers in all my greenhouses. Yep. Always. It was probably well over 100. So, hey, Barb's Country Home. And I put the Kelzyme obviously by the roots for all of them, and I fertilized them again today when I planted them to make sure. With actually a fertilizer I got from the local greenhouse who said it's awesome. So we'll see. What's the temperature in the heat of the day? It depends. So say it's 50 outside, it can be 85 in the greenhouse. It could be 100 if the sun is right on it, because as the sun moves over us, but it's a heck of a lot warmer inside. Yeah, Sparkman, I remember that with the heat with the milkweed. I won't plant milkweed either. I know there's a milkweed for monarchs, and I respect it. It's just not something I will do because I can't have that running wild on my 2 acres. Yeah. So anyway, the new greenhouse, I mean, I screwed up. I mean, hey, Ariella, it's going to happen. You got to get used to it. It's not the same as the other one we have where it's really sealed. And I think I'm actually liking that more because there's more ventilation. So it's a learning curve, and I know that. I just don't know where I'm going to put my cucumbers because last year I grew them in the in the greenhouse, and there's no more room in either one. So, but anyway, so we've got all that planted. Yeah, Lori, there's a lot of temp difference in the greenhouse, and that's why you have to open it up and get ventilation, because it'll fry your plants. And it's really important to do that. So for me, it's pretty easy because I'm not in the South. So I just open the door and open the window during the day. And then when I let my chickens out, I close it back up and it holds the heat. The ironic thing, Lori, is that at night, because they're not heated and they're not double insulated and all of that, they literally go down to the same temp as outside, except that last night there was no frost in either one of them. Yeah, I could put a trellis up and grow the cukes. The problem that we've had is cucumbers, tomatoes, and peppers, we have not been able to grow outside of the greenhouse environment. So that's our problem. And then what'll happen is the cucumber will take up so much room, it will shade out the other plants. So I'm trying to get better about not shading them out. But what I may do is plant some outside of the greenhouse so it gets some reflection off of the greenhouse. Hey, Green Granny 2, Denise Pacell, I hope you're doing well. I can't see the whole name. Is that Frosty Lonely? Or Frosty? I want to say hello, and I hate that Melon won't show it to me. Let me look. I want to make sure I get the name right. Hey, Frosty Lone Wolf. Thanks for being here. Your gardening season hasn't begun, sadly. Yeah, our last frost is the first week in June, and so I'm a bit of a rebel, and I throw things out there and then have to cover them up all the time, and it causes a lot of extra work. Especially now I'm trying to get stuff in the ground so Ryan doesn't have to deal with it as much. Hey, Jerry Rigsit. Hey, Annette at the Cow Emporium, excuse me. Oh, no, you're not garden ignorant at all, Lori. I don't even know that I know the answer to that, but I will say this. We have very low humidity and we're very dry here. So tomatoes like heat and humidity. Peppers like heat and humidity. Cucumbers like heat and humidity. We don't have heat and humidity. Like Texas sometimes gets too hot and the tomatoes stop growing. We don't have that problem. If anything, our early varieties take forever to blush. And so last year, because of the greenhouse, we had 9 pounds of tomatoes and we had tons of cherry tomatoes, jars and jars and jars of them. I didn't even weigh them. But that's what's really cool about it, is because the heat of the day, this is my guess, the heat of the day and the humidity that's created in there creates a good environment for them to grow. And then at night, obviously when it's warmer out, there's warmer temps and it keeps the heat in there, but it's just not keeping it above the outside temperature. So sadly, when we're going to be 38 tonight, it's going to be 38 in there, but they won't have frost on them because they're in the greenhouse. That's all I know. I'm still learning. Excuse me. Yeah, so Matt, that's the problem we were having, is that our plants were getting dry and hot too fast, and we did some raised beds in the greenhouse that we got off Marketplace, and we're hoping that makes a huge difference. Unfortunately, all I have are containers in the other greenhouse. We may have to upgrade that. I'm not sure, but we wanted to just get containers in there. So pretty excited about it. And then I planted some beans out in the garden and I planted some broccoli. I did do a short on my winter sowing jugs. They grew and it was successful, which was pretty impressive. But I wasn't overly impressed with them. My indoor seedlings were 4 times as big. Hey, Not for Nothing Homestead, thanks for being here. So That's the cool thing. So we'll see. If we do get below freezing, I will go out and cover the plants in the greenhouse because that's really cold. I don't want them to die. How big is your greenhouse? Hold on one second, because the new one, I'm not sure. Ryan? Well, let's say it this way. Ryan's got his earbuds in. So one of the things, the marketplace greenhouse that we bought is like 6 by 8 feet. So that's what we have. And then the one on the trailer is a little bigger than that. So, and yeah, that's why I always cover them in the greenhouse at night if I'm concerned about a freeze. You run a heater. Yep. And we've considered running a heater. We just have tried not to just quite yet. And the new one looks 6 by 10. Yeah, it's probably about that. Thanks, Annette. How do you keep this year's garlic to plant this fall? Can somebody answer that? Because I've only planted garlic once, and that was last year, and I'm waiting to see how it does. And I'll put the answer on the screen for Milk and Honey when you guys get it. I know the Cow Emporium has a lot of videos on how to keep things. You can place two cucumbers in one 10-liter container if you cut the leaves off once it starts setting fruit. Okay. Yeah, we have 8 baby turkeys in the brooder behind me. We've been hatching them out and selling them. I just keep my garlic in a basket in the pantry, usually harvest in June and plant 1st of November. I hope that helps, Milk and Honey. And then I only run it at night because electric heaters usually, oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Hardneck garlic should stay in the bulb until you are ready to plant, then separate the cloves and plant root down about 2 inches. Cure the garlic for a month, pick the largest bulbs, then I store mine in a cool, dry, dark room into the fall. Zone 6B. Oh, nice, Lori. Nice. I've been selling them for $10, Barb. Hey, Suburban Hillbilly. Yeah, in fact, we delivered 2 this morning when we went to get feed, and we have, I'm trying, I have to go back. Wait, we had 10, we had 2. 2 went this morning. Somebody wants the rest of them, including all the ones that we're still hatching. And we have 4 left in the incubator and 1 is zipped. So, but I have somebody who's going to be taking all of them. So I guess we're not raising turkey this year. Although my turkey hen is sitting on 1 egg. So I am, if she hatches that one, we're going to keep it. I'm on my 5th year of growing garlic from the original seed bulbs. Cool. Let's see here. So yeah, so we've got, hi to everybody in the chat in case I missed anybody. I try not to miss anybody. So I apologize if I did. But yeah, so it worked out great. We've got all that. We're going to get everything in the ground this weekend, like the cauliflower, the rest of the broccoli. And Barb, your bok choy looks beautiful. I just want to say that. Your bok choy looks amazing. So I'm excited. I'm going to put that out there as well. Aw. Gwyneth Broke Cowgirl said, I went out this evening to check for eggs in the Bantam coop and thought all the babies were dead, but they were hiding on the nest box. Aw, little cuties. So cute. Here's some information from Suburban Hillbilly for the garlic information. So I'll leave that on the screen. Yeah, we have hardneck. I bought mine at a farmer's market and divided it and planted it. And then I ended up planting more. Oh, wow. That's awesome, Matt. Half our first garlic harvest, 30 bulbs. Feels so successful. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't know when I should harvest mine. I don't think it's going to be ready until August because I planted it in the fall. And then I'm just amazed that it lived with the temperatures we had this winter. Sorry, I got something in my eye. And then I planted some in the spring in there as well. I was going to do some research, but pretty excited. So we got the turkey babies. We got 4 more hatching. The greenhouse is all set in place, which is really cool. So we'll get through to that. And then working on the outdoor garden as well, trying to get that. And then trying to think what else there is. We harvest our hardback when 1/3 of our leaves die back. Got it. Thank you. We've got onions coming up. Whether we'll get big bulbs, I don't know. I'm excited about that. And then we also have a very large round stock tank, about 8 foot in diameter. And I believe that is going to be our new strawberry raised bed. And I think we've got a new location for it. So that'll be cool. I'm not winking at you guys. I got something in my eye. Always pick the largest bulbs for the following year. If you pick the smallest, you'll get the small bulbs. Got it. Garlic takes around 8 months to mature. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, and I mean, I'm assuming that mine are going to be behind because they literally got into the ground and we had several freezes and then we were really cold this winter. So before I forget, the smoke around here has been so egregious. That's part of the reason I'm rubbing my eyes and hacking and everything else, because the smoke from up north and some out west from the wildfires, like up in Canada and stuff, have come into the area. So we've been choking on it the past couple of days. It's been pretty brutal, but again, not near as brutal as the folks living in those areas that have to deal with that, because that's pretty scary. Lots of peeping. Oh my gosh, lots of peeping. Hey, Bland's Promised Land Ranch. Hope you're doing well. Have safe travels. Have fun. Yeah, it is. And Bland said, hey to everyone in the chat. It's just the peeps around here are going to continue for a while. So we just kind of get used to it. And then they're in the incubator for a day, and then they come out. We do get wildfires. Because we're in very dry territory, Lori, sadly, we're at risk of it between the tourism that often sadly starts fires. Also, lightning strikes can cause fires because often we get lightning strikes without rain. And then we'll have, sometimes a tossed cigarette out the window is enough to set it off. And usually it spreads pretty quickly here. But I will say the Forest Service is pretty good about doing controlled burns. And that keeps the litter down in the forest to help prevent spread. But we have to be very, very careful when it comes to fire. In fact, like I was burning holes in the weed cloth in the garden, and then I was hosing it down because we're dry. So, hey, Don Ray B. Yeah, I think we all learn something new all the time. Hey, Annette, Annie's Kitchen. Welcome in. So yeah, and then we'll have piglets. I forget the date, but I think it's end of June and beginning of July. So we'll have 2 litters of piglets is what we're anticipating. I'm not one of those hardcore people who put everybody in together because we must have piglets. You know what I mean? I don't do that. I put them together. I see that they've bred, and then we take it from there. If it was meant to be, it's meant to be. It's a long weekend. Yep, exactly. Exactly, Annette. I think somebody flipped a switch here in town today because packed. Um, so tell me what you guys have going on. I want to hear about you guys. Tell me what you have going on in your gardens, what you're doing this weekend, all that kind of stuff. I don't know if Craig is still here, but Craig, if you're still here, did you get your chickens and your bees? Those birds are so funny. Headed to Oklahoma. You going to that meetup, Lance? Have fun till Sunday. Milk and Honey is putting potatoes in tomorrow, but they're exhausted today because they put tomatoes in, right? That's awesome. Putting your garden in. That's awesome, Denise. Let me go back. Do they ever use goats as brush control in like California fires? Not here that I'm aware of. Grass is getting out of control in my garden, mostly in the new added part, but I expected that. Yep. By any means, I would only learn through confirmed experience. Yep. Oh, nice. I barbecued our very first steak tonight. Oh, sorry. I rubbed my eyes again. Just a sirloin. So darn yummy. Nice. That's always a nice thing. We grill and use a smoker year round, but I think it's because where we have it. Trying to finish planting. It should have been done 3 weeks ago, but I got sick. I hope you're feeling better. Left Luke with the farm. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm going to be leaving Ryan with the farm in a few weeks. Milk and Honey said yes. Don Ray B just got back from a long drive to pick up Mother's Day gifts, things for the homestead. Tomato Tone. 2 more planters. We'll try to do yard, garden, woods work all weekend. Busy. Playing rooster since I don't have one and getting my new chickens and old chickens to hold hands. Yeah, that's a lot. Grace and Fire. I've been working on the garden. We also installed a pergola at the edge of the garden and next to the coop. Now I need to build a swing. We want to enjoy the garden and the hens in the evening. How lovely. Very nice. Oh, Luke's a young boy. He'll do just fine. He will do fine. Barb's Country Home. Gonna harvest potatoes tomorrow. That's awesome. Oh, and Ned, I'm so sorry to hear that. I have strict instructions from the doctor to not do anything. I can barely walk right now. Do what the doctor tells you. And if that's do nothing, do nothing. Because if you do something, you're going to make it worse. I speak from experience. And then what's going to happen? You're going to be out for the season, not just for a little bit. So I hope you feel better. Everybody send prayers to Annette at the Cow Emporium. I'm trying to grow pineapple from the top as Alicia. That's cool. And broke cowgirl. I have tomatoes on all my plants, cucumbers, pick and squash daily almost, strawberries, some peppers in the corners looking close. That's awesome. Good for you, Blue. All right. And I'm glad you're getting there, Suburban Hillbilly. I just want to get to the chat. I got a little behind there, guys. Everybody sending prayers. Good night, Lori. Thanks for being here. All right. Growing corn, squash, tomatoes, watermelon, cucumber, citrus, bananas. Let's just say I'm growing a lot. Long story short. Sounds good. Sounds good. I love it. All right. Just want to keep going. Good night, Holman's Homestead. Have a great weekend. Yeah, prayers for Annette. That's just so miserable. Absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, so that's what we've been going, getting going on and stuff like that. And then I wanted to see if I could show you a picture. I'm wondering if I could actually show you a picture of a tomato. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know if you can see this. Let's see. Wait. That's what I'm talking about with the tomato. Unfortunately, that's as close as I can get. I don't know if you guys can see a little bit of the brown. It doesn't look like it's worsening now. It just looks like um, that part that was affected is dry and shriveling up, but I'm just kind of leaving it. Sun scald. Yeah, that's what I think it is. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so I'll keep an eye on it and we'll see what we got to do. It does look sad. It's a shame. Barb's Country Home, what grow zone are you in? Ginger wants to know. You 7 something or 7 or 8? I can't remember. I'm in the land of 4B. 9B. Whoa. Whoa. And Barbara, are you back home or are you still taking care of your daughter and your grandchild? Sounds like a lot of you guys have been busy doing stuff. Except Annette. She has strict orders to not do anything. I'm hoping we get the strawberry garden in. Yeah. You know what the other thing I was thinking of doing is frosted paint. I used it on a obviously I wouldn't do it now, but I can definitely cover it with that weed fabric. I have a different type of weed fabric that's beige. I would cut those. I would cut those burnt leaves. Otherwise, the plant will spend lots of energy trying to repair it. That's good to know. Oh, I feel like they're going to be bald. I know I need to, but oh, that makes me so nervous. Came home the day after Mother's Day. Cool. With that beautiful floor you got. That's awesome. I know, Annette, but there's so much to do, but you need to do what you got to do. So I got to cut them off, huh? Okay. I'll do that. Oh, that's so painful. Pruning them back in the greenhouse gave me like palpitations. But I can do that. What if it just leaves a stem? Is that okay? I'm curious. Yeah, I'm gonna it's a 3-in-1 row cover cloth. So what I'm gonna do is lay that over the top. I honestly think it's from the hot temperatures, not from the sun. And the reason why I say that, I mean, I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong, but let me just explain. Because of the wood on the trailer, they didn't get completely in the sun in some points. Only a stem equals a dead tomato plant. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Gwen said, don't cut them off yet. Let the plants make some new leaves first. Okay, yep, I can do that. That's what I thought. I was just so bummed. So stupid. Whatever. Oh, well, can't win them all. But yeah, that's how you learn. That's how you learn. But I've got a whole bunch of plants behind me, cucumbers, squash, and all that stuff that I started after I got those out. And so that'll be good. Okay. Yeah, that's something I can do too. I've been kind of taking like a wait and see approach to them and just like, let's see how they do, because I did prune them back a lot when I planted them, because I know that you have to plant them deep and I know that you have to I wanted to get leaves off from touching the ground so there was no disease. I was really mindful of that, but man, it killed me because these were awesome looking tomatoes, which I have no idea what I did. Yep, it is a learning experience. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, my Aussie Gardening Kitchen Daz. Hope you're doing well. That's weird. I was reading Gwen's comment about tomatoes. That's weird. It's funny. I've got the Hey Rhonda Redeem Prodigal. I've got these Moskvich tomatoes, and they're so small compared to the rest. So small compared to the rest. It's wild. And I don't understand it because they've been right on underneath the lights and stuff. Awesome. Good to know, Glenda. Hey, Andale Homestead. Hey, Connor's Curiosity. Thanks for coming in, you guys. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. You know, it's all a learning experience, and we'll see how it goes. And we'll play it by ear and see how everything happens. You know, this year is definitely an experiment in that greenhouse because it is in a different location. So it's going to be a learning experience because that one's going to be different than the other one. What else do I want to talk to you guys about? I'm trying to think. Next week, excuse me. Next week, we're going to have a guest. Natalie at the 5B's Homestead is going to be coming on. She's very popular on Instagram, and she recently started a YouTube channel. And so thank you, Ginger. And so she's going to be coming on next week, and we're going to be talking with her about her farm that they're restoring and all of that. And she's got chickens and everything. So it'll be a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to her. Natalie and I talk all the time on Instagram, and she's just such a down-to-earth, genuine person, which is just so nice to see, refreshing. So, and then I'm hoping to line up some more folks. I think she's in Maryland, Gwen. So she's really awesome. She's got she has a turkey. She bought 2 turkeys. And I've never seen this in raising turkeys. She's bought these 2 turkeys, and she did a reel that has gone viral of her turkey that she just bought as a chick, and it's strutting with his little wings out in the brooder. It was the funniest darn thing. So here she is. She's got this little turkey now. He's like almost fully feathered, and she had him outside, and he's all puffed up. They're so little. It's so funny. I've never seen one do that low. On a good note, I have picked a few quarts of strawberries. Preserves will be on the shelf very soon. That's awesome. Yeah, it's just so cute. I mean, it's just walking around and strutting, and cutest little thing ever. And she did an update on him tonight. It was just so funny. So, but I can't believe we had so many turkeys hatch this year, and they're all going to be gone. So I'm going to be freezing my strawberries as they come in this year also. Absolutely. I did that with my tomatoes, and that was the best thing I did. I'm going to start doing that with some other stuff. But yeah, so Natalie will be here next week, trying to line up for the week after. One thing I did want to throw out was a lot of people want to see more of the Homesteading Academy. And I'm looking for people who want to come on and really, you want to share information. We can do a video ahead of time, or we can do a live stream. So if you want to do that, email me. I can't keep hatching the turkeys, Bart, because the turkeys are done laying for the season, for the spring season. And so they, I let my turkey have the last one she was laying on. She's broody on. And I let her have that one. But last year they smashed them all, and I wouldn't waste them. So what we did was, from the time the turkey started laying until the very last egg before the last egg, we put all the eggs in the incubator. They may start laying again. And if I do, I may hatch some, or I actually have somebody who likes to eat them, and I'll give them to them. However, in Texas, Barb, like with Bland's Promised Land Ranch, they have a longer laying season. It's not like chickens, though. No. So that's why the minute those eggs are coming out of the turkeys, they're in the incubator and I'm hatching them. And this year's hatchlings were beautiful, beautiful. We did have one we had to help out, which I don't like to do because I'm a strong believer in survival of the fittest. Nature knows what she's doing. But it was in there upside down. So we kind of just broke it open, and she's doing well. Yeah. Monica at Bland's Promised Land Ranch has often told me that she'll get a little longer season because of the warmer weather, but I don't get it. I always want ducks, Barb, and then I get them and I'm like, oh. But I've heard Muscovies are really nice, but Khaki Campbells are good layers. Thank you, Annette. Thank you. Yeah, the lady who got her 2 today that I dropped off she's like, they look so good. She said, I'm just so thrilled. So we'll see. It'll be exciting. But we still have turkey left over from last year. So if we don't raise any this year, that's fine. We can have them next year. The floofs are adorables. They really are. They really are. I love just holding on to them and they just settle in. The whole ride to the feed store where I met the lady is they were looking at me through the peephole. So cute. Yep. Yeah. I agree. I mean, I don't want to go to great lengths, but I think it was just this one had been working, Suburban Hillbilly. This one had been working all day long, and it was on the pointy side of the egg, not the round side. And so we were like, let's pick it open a little and see how it's going. And then she did great. So no worries, Daz. Daz said he was busy, so he wasn't reading the chat. Connor's Curiosity, been getting the lion's share of rain down here in East Texas. Wow. And Barb said, my husband said that we're not raising a petting zoo. Well, maybe you have to trade out some animals to get the ducks. I know I had to, when I talked to Ryan about getting a registered boar, he said somebody's got to go. I said, yeah, okay. Sure thing. So we'll see how it goes. But other than that, just, busy day like all of you. Everything's going on, trying to get things done. Thank you, Suburban Hillbilly. I appreciate it. That's what I was thinking. So, goodbye, hubby. Watch out, John. That's right. Or just say, look what showed up in the yard. Couple wild Muscovies. Oh my gosh, that's funny. I made the first batch of mozzarella cheese yesterday since I started milking the goats. Awesome. Yeah, I think if you do a barter for ducks for your husband, you have room for 5 more, Barb. That's awesome, you guys. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. We've been talking about maybe letting our turkeys free range, maybe not. I don't know if I could do that. I'm afraid they won't go back in, but if we do decide that, we'll see how it goes. I don't know. We'll see. But I know that the hatched turkeys were a big hit this year, so that's cool. And then we'll have to take it from there. But so it's going to be getting down to the cold tonight. Like I said, it's supposed to be 38, which sometimes it dips below that. So right after I get off here, you can see it's still, it's over here. I don't know. Anyway, you see the window behind me. It's still pretty light out. My chickens are still roaming around. because I couldn't get them in beforehand. And then I got to cover everything up tonight, keep everything safe, and then we'll get planting some more. So that'll be cool. I'm hoping next we can do the strawberry bed and get that done. 51 degrees by you, Spartman. We are we're at 47 right now. But I think it's supposed to go down to 38 about 2 in the morning or something, because I look at the hour by hour to see how it's going. Yeah, Blue, that idea about bubble wrap is fascinating, because the stuff that people put on the inside of their windshields that has reflective silver on it. I saw somebody wrap around the inside of their greenhouse with that. Ha, thanks, Bartman. I wasn't looking to win. Trust me, I don't want to. I'd rather be warmer. Thanks, Ariella. So we'll see how it goes. 81 degrees right now and down to 71. Made it to 91 here today and muggy. Wow. I couldn't imagine. Wow. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. So I'm behind on videos, but I'm trying to get caught up. Hey, Don Ray, have a good evening. Have a nice weekend. $50 February 2024 will be rolling around again. Rich at the Old Swedes Farm put out a video on it. I got about halfway through, and then a squirrel happened. You know how that goes. And then I got to go back and finish it. But I'll do that next week since Ryan's home all weekend. So, but don't forget to, if you're interested in that, I have to see the rules and everything like that. I didn't get through it all, like I said. 88 by Annette. Holy guacamole. Wow. Taz used to have bubble wrap in the greenhouse, great for winter, but the sun deteriorated by summer. Yep. Well, I saw the person had a glass greenhouse, like a true glass greenhouse, like fancy pants. And they put it all around the bottom part, so it was still getting the sun in. And they had benches and stuff. But they were in Canada in a cold zone, and they were trying to keep it warm in there. So I thought that was cool. Oh, no, not at all, Annette. Not at all. I'm glad you mentioned it. I don't know all the details. So I don't want to speak to it. Just go over to Rich at the Old Swedes Farm. He's got a video up on it for $50 February 2024. So I'm hoping we'll be doing that again as well. I know that they did change some of the rules a bit. I just can't remember off the top of my head, so I don't want to misquote it. But absolutely, please do check it out. Also, go and check out the Cow Emporium. They're very much involved in that as well. I don't know, Annette, if you put a video out yet. I just know that Rich did. Otherwise, I haven't been on the tubes because we've been running around. So it's a quiet Friday night, huh? I'm getting warm just sitting here. And Annette always mention it. Lisa, can I ban Annette? I'm ready. Daz, you're so bad. Me either. Rules are hard. No video yet. How's weather where you are? It's about 47 here now, and we're going to be going down to 38, but I'm not complaining at all because I think it's been a really nice spring. I think it's actually, after that last snow we had, that was a lot of snow, we really have been very warm. And it's been nice. It's been nice. We only had the one frost since I've gotten everything in the greenhouses the past 2 weeks. So it was really, I'll take it. I just really hope that we don't have any more frost. But if we do, we we just have to cover it up. I'm just trying to get the garden in to make it easier for Ryan because I will not be here for 3 or 4 days, and I want to make sure that everything is ready for him because he's got to take care of everything here on the farm while I'm gone. And that's a lot when you're working. So, and you're used to somebody doing it. So it's a lot to pick up the slack. I had to watch the video 4 times to get it all because my brain slid off it a few times. Gotta love ADHD. Temperature wise, it's been great. Rain wise, it's been crazy. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, I know. The notifications are just unreal. Unreal. So, guys, I think I'm going to get going. I am just tired and I feel like I'm rambling and I just don't want to drag it out, you know. But I will. ADHD highway to, oh, look, squirrel. But yeah, so look for the very brief video on moving the greenhouse and getting it planted. I mean, obviously I just planted it and then show you. It's not like I'm going to keep you to show you how I plant vegetables. So, but I just thought it would be cool for you to see moving the new greenhouse since it was such a big hit. Everybody really liked it and I'm in love with it. So just want to thank all of you guys for being here. Annette, strict orders to do what you need to do and take care of yourself. And thanks for being here, everybody. You guys are the best. Love you guys. Have a great weekend. Happy gardening. Bye-bye.